Don't worry, I ain't gonna kick a freestyle, but hey, welcome to the Marshall episode 13. Been another long week. Of course, this was supposed to come out 2 weeks ago, but while I was filming, there was a lot of issues, and after because I always like to do one take, I don't like to do several takes. So I was like, fuck this, lay away, burn out for a few days, and then come back. So I'm back, biatch! The toggle medieval right here, Mr. LT, the Don himself. Okay, Teddy Bear, the nigga that saves pies, and I feed the children. Okay, so here we go with another Marshall podcast on YouTube.com, YouTube/Bo1994 I think. But just type in Marshall on the search tab. We're up to number 13. Maybe Christmas, maybe early Christmas. Of course, Christmas is gonna be next week in like fucking 4 days time. I haven't set up the Christmas lights, the Christmas tree yet. I'ma do it tomorrow. Get that Christmas vibe. Today was a good day. Kicking on nice, just nice and laid back. I'm just taking a break right here this Christmas period. I'm gonna get back to my schoolwork, but right now I'm just focusing heavily on music. I'm making beats at the moment. My nigga Adrian, of course, doing his shit. He's working, but of course when he's there, he has time. He's available. New album, new mixtape coming out in February 2015. Me and him working up in the little bit shit. We're gonna go out. We're gonna go nicely. I have to remember my words cause of the rapping. That's a lot of fucking tension. But hey, also this show is sponsored by J. Cole's new album 2014 Forest Hills Drive. And I may go there. I'm gonna go there. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's basically the album of 2014. It's the album of the year, folks. I'm a longtime fan of J. Cole, and especially here's a mini review. Especially with this album, it sounded like J. Cole evolved to a new Super Saiyan J. Cole. You know Goku when he changed to Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4, and Super Saiyan God? Well, this is a new Super Saiyan J. Cole. The sounds that they put up, the production, the beats, the songs, the storyline, the lyrics, everything about Forest Hills Drive is just fucking excellent. Man, I'm gonna say that this is definitely album of the year quality, and like I would be shocked. I'll be definitely shocked if this actually didn't I'll be shocked if this didn't actually get a big award next year, especially the awards ceremonies. I know the Grammys ain't gonna fuck with this anymore. They ain't gonna fuck with black hip hop anymore. They're gonna give the award to either where the fuck Malcolm is? Who gives a fuck about the fag? No, but I think they're gonna give it to Iggy Azalea because they're white like that. They are very very white like that. But hey, J. Cole's album's been it's been a long time since his last album. Of course, he didn't even hype it that much. Of course, considering the sales, it was big, up to 300K copies. So, of course, I took the other short route and downloading it illegally. So I'm exposing myself right here. So J Cole, I don't have iTunes or I don't have any much money to buy it from Amazon or whatever, but it's a good album. It's a good album though from a loyal fan. Mr. Alvin done himself. So there you go. Mars episode 13, sponsored by 2014 Forest Hills Drive. If you haven't copped it, get it on iTunes. Gotta pay the bills here, or you can get it illegally online, or you can go YouTube. There's the full album there, 54 minutes non-stop. You can get it there. You can also get the songs individually on YouTube or illegally, or just buy the fucking album for goodness sakes. But of course, if you like me, just get it for free. There you go. Shout out to J. Cole, man. But yeah, considering 2015 though, 2014 has been a great year musically. You know, musically, a lot of good albums came out this year. J. Cole, of course, came out on top. But next year, Especially Drake being hyped about 2015, fucking 0 to 100. I'm telling you. He also, of course, he put out, of course, he put out them songs out. Six God, How About Now, Views from the Six, if it was really Views from the Six. But his album Views from the Six will be coming out next year. And of course, it's gonna be a big year for OVO, in my opinion. Hopefully, Majid Jordan, I Love Mackinnon, Party Next Door, and of course some new guys from OVO who I haven't even heard before. They're possibly gonna put out some new shit. So if that actually goes very, very good for them guys, OVO is gonna be big. Especially with Drake's situation because he's also signed at the Young Money Cash Money Records. And I'm gonna talk about Young Money, Cash Money, and Lil Wayne's situation right now, and I'm gonna put my own shit into it. And Lil Wayne needs to listen to what you have to do in order to get out through this situation. You can take the long hard way, or you can take the easy soft approach. But I think the easy soft approach would be harder anyway because of the consequences after that. But I'm gonna talk about that shit. This is gonna be a nice show. Of course, in the episode 13 that I recorded, which is all mixed match and everything, we just fucked up as a whole. But there you go. Snoop Dogg, look at his phone like he's high as fuck. When I'm high, I read text messages and mentally respond, then forget to text back. I still remember when I was high, I was trying to write back. I still remember I was on Facebook and I wrote a fucked up post. I looked at it after, like 2 days after, and I was mad. That wasn't as deep as I thought, but that's actually truth right here. So let us begin the show. Young Money, Cash Money, Bitches, YMCMB. I think it's actually Billionaires, but that's the record company that Birdman actually owns. But Lil Wayne actually made Cash Money. And so when Birdman took him up, his fucking father, inverted commas, when Birdman took him up, of course he merged Cash Money with uh with Birdman's record label, and then of course they formed into YMCMB. Out of that, a lot of good rappers came out of that shit. That's when Drake it was evolving and became big. Nicki Minaj in a fat ass. Lloyd was also signed with. Birdman was also rapping a few there, rubbing his hands, being fucking cracked and shit. Lil Wayne, of course, he was like the guy right there. He was the guy. Also, Tiger and shit released. But of course, this is the same situation that Lil Wayne's go through. Tiger's go through. So I think Tiger's it has gone independent at the moment, especially his situation considering Young Money. He's out after he said the allegations of that Young Money was just pushing him down, delaying his albums and shit. And so he even called Jake. What did he call Jake? He called himself. Yeah, he called his personality fake. He didn't even consider Nicki Minaj a friend, so that was kind of peak. But Tiger is out of the Young Money, Cash Money fold, so good luck to him. You're in the independent. Independent is strong right now. There are a lot of good hip hop artists that are doing indies, underground rap, who even had their own record labels. So they ain't gonna be fucking with niggas for perma. But I think them record labels are like signing the perma. But it's only until them guys, them big hierarchy Illuminati motherfuckers buy your company, that's when it's gone to shit. But as of Lil Wayne, his new Carter, I think it's Carter 5. I think it's either Carter 5 or 6. The new Carter was supposed to come out this month. The new Carter was supposed to come out this month, but it got delayed. I'm not sure why, but Birdman decided to delay it. This pissed off Lil Wayne to the extent that Lil Wayne tweeted out a lot of hate to YMCMB, saying that YMCMB, I'm in a fucking prison. I'ma be out in soon. I'ma be out of this record company soon. Of course, that and then on TMZ there was a video of Lil Wayne's agent. I think it was his agent or lawyer who was like, calm down, Lil Wayne ain't going to go, the tweets are fake, yada yada yada. Birdman even said, it's like you ain't gonna go because Lil Wayne is signed. Okay, Lil Wayne is signed, and if Cash Money actually gets out, but I think Cash Money is not really gonna go. I think it's still gonna stay as YMCMB, but Lil Wayne can make a new record company. Of course, after that, Nicki Minaj and Drake. Well, Drake is fine because he has OVO. He has OVO record company. He already made his record company, so he's fine. But I think he will follow Lil Wayne to a new record company. Nicki Minaj as well. She says that she rides and dies with Lil Wayne. So I think she's possibly supporting Lil Wayne in this shit. So she will go. Man, I hope Lil Wayne goes, man. It's good in the indies. He will get a lot of money from the tours, his album, his Lil Wayne for goodness sake. So he's gonna get pretty decent $1,000 off from his album and shit. New company and shit. We'll see about that. I just hope he gets out of this, but with the contract and shit, the law system, it's gonna be a long time until he actually comes free from the YMCMB threshold because there's a lot of money to be involved. They have to pay them equally. He has to pay off his contract. I'm not sure how long his contract is up. How long does he have to wait for Cash Money to actually get out? Man, God bless Lil Wayne. I just hope he actually gets out of that shit alive. Otherwise, he has to kill Birdman and possibly go back to jail for a long time for life imprisonment. But then that possibly means, what is his fucking name? I don't know who's the CEO, but was it a guy name who take the reins of this? But Birdman be rubbing his hands, he's sucking rich homie Quans and that nigga there, his dick, all that shit. Well, who knows? Because them guys, Rich Homie Quan and what's this other nigga's name? The other nigga's name is Young Thug. Yeah, that's Young Thug. Young Thug is, I think, also signed under Birdman. So, they're of course affiliated with Birdman. So it'll be a long road for Lil Wayne to get out of Young Money, Cash Money, bitches threshold, and for him to be a free man. But hey, good luck to him. Good luck to himself. And I just hope shit doesn't go wildly because right now shit has gone wildly. Little Tiger, of course, came out of that shit. Right now, there's just a lot of accusations that he's a pedophile because he's busy fucking the shit out of Kendall Jenner. Okay, I like Kendall. She has grown very much to be a woman. She's dating Tiger. The only thing is that is pissing a lot of people off is that Tiger's 25 years old and Kendall is 17 years old. I'm like, the thing is, Tiger cannot be patient until she's legal, aka she's 18 years old. But I'm just smashing them fucking back doors in. So I'm like, well, go ahead. I still remember when I was 17, I was dating a 14-year-old girl. I didn't want to tell my friends because they was like, ooh, you're fucking pedophile. But I love that shit. I miss her though. She wasn't fine as fuck right now. At the age of 17, she's fine as fuck. I was trying to get her back, but my Yahoo Mail got compromised, so I can't get my shit back. So I'm laying off Yahoo Mail until I actually find something. Cause they actually need a phone number, and the phone number that is enlisted there is actually the phone number that I used for the phone that I lost with my SIM card and shit inside. So I have to start from the bottom. I'm using my Gmail account, but I think I'm gonna either make a new Yahoo account or a new Hotmail. But before that, I can unlock the Yahoo in a way. They even ask for like the top three guys or the top three contacts that I have in my Yahoo now. So I don't even know. They even say what are the newsletters or websites that you subscribe to. I don't even know. These Yahoo motherfuckers, they just don't like simple. They don't like simple and easy. They just like to interrogate the shit out of you. I think I'm gonna call them up and shit, but as soon as something comes up in my head and be like, hey, you gotta fucking find out quickly. Oh, it's holding out. then possibly I can get it back. But yeah, that's the situation with Lil Wayne, man. Hopefully he gets out of this shit alive, and then he can just walk freely as an independent artist. He doesn't sign under anyone. He has enough money to make his own record company. There were people out there who were saying that he should sign with Good Music. Good Music is Kanye West record label, but of course there's been a lot of tension between them two. Because Lil Wayne did diss Kanye West a couple times and even diss Good Music, so I'm not sure if they squashed their beef or it's still it's just it's under the rug until someone pulls up that rug and sees the shit under there. So I'm not sure, but Good Music is decent now. Kanye West, Big Sean, um, yeah, Good Music is just really really good right now. Pardon the pun, but I would just have to say Little Wayne has to make his own record company and he should not sign under anyone. He should just sign. He has enough money to make a new record company. But anyway, we'll see about that. But niggas gotta pay the bills. So that's been happening, man. A lot of shit in my life has been happening good. Yesterday, I went to my local optician. There was a little hassle there because I called in the wrong optician last week. Which was kind of fucked up until they actually said like, oh, you actually sent me a text that you actually had an appointment today, and then the reception was like, we don't text. So whoa. So I showed her the text. It was like, and then it was like, oh, this is first time opticians. They're just across the world. I was like, man, I fucked up there. Since I didn't know the number of the optician that I go to. It's in East Coast. So it's just some kind of confusion. So they said the next appointment was gonna be at 1:45 that same day. But I was like, fuck it, I ain't gonna wait 1 hour and 45 minutes for an appointment. And it's just cheap for an appointment for a checkup. It's 20 quid. But I didn't have 20 quid. I had 20 quid, but I paid that shit for bread, milk. I bought some shit that I needed for my home. I'm almost broke now, so I'm gonna buy scratch cards and hopefully win. But it's just that live shit. So my next appointment will be 3rd of January. About 12. I think it's 12. I have the card upstairs, but it's only until 12, and it's gonna be nice. My glass is there, so it got broke like last week, 2 weeks ago. It's just the left ear. No worries about it. It will cost like what 25. So it's a good thing having a prescription with them guys. Hopefully that shit. Well, it's not really gonna get fixed by January 3rd. I think it's gonna be fixed like after. So they will just have to call and say, "Hey, your glass is ready." Cause I miss them glasses. I'm wearing these old pairs. Just that these lenses are fucked up for long sighted, long sighted. I can't even see gas written on the plug there from where I'm sitting. But it's only good short sighted. But just have to make use for this one. Also, I went to my dentist appointment as well, but I was too sick. That's when my flu started. That's when the terrible flu started. Just sneezing all day, snot coming out. Thought I was gonna die. Oh my god, I was sulky that day. I was just fucking sulky. Oh, anyway, I went there to the dentist, so I had to make a new appointment for January 7th, I think. I hope I'm fine that day. Like I'm fine now because it's just hot in this kitchen right now and shit. But it's winter, man. It hasn't snowed yet, but it's winter. It's December. Somebody gotta sneeze, right? I love my flu. It's like me and flu just go. We're like fucking a married couple, but I just hate my wife so much that I love her. She's just gonna stick with me until the day I die. Possibly when I die, I'ma sneeze still. I'ma sneeze and be like this motherfucker alive, but I'm dead, nigga. I'm dead. Alright, so that is it for part one. I'll be back with part two because I'm still busy cooking. My dad went to fetch my mom at work, so they will be here possibly in about 10 minutes. So I gotta go ahead and crush up this beetroot here and dish up. Fuck. Yeah, so I got a dish out right now. Small for my dad, of course. For my mom, fine. There's also dinner for me that my dad didn't eat, so I want to eat that. And possibly eat more about Game of Thrones. About Game of Thrones, I'ma explain my experience with Game of Thrones right after the break. And of course we'll be talking about the shit that has been happening this past 2 weeks, especially the Sony hacking. Oh lord. So talking with you was done. Done, nigga! You're stupid. Nah. It's 9 plus 10. 21. The Bless. Alright, it's part 2 of the Raw Show, episode 13. LT the Don himself right here. Man, it's nearing up to Christmas. I forgot to say the date. I recorded this on the Tuesday, 23rd of December. I'm cooking right here, so I'm just making something for my parents. No, I know this year, concerning Christmas. It's like it's gonna be deep as shit. Thing is, I don't have any presents, but it's all about love, happiness, health, and care for the family around you. That is actually the best Christmas present in the world. Not diamonds and pearls, not a cars, not a PlayStation 3, no 4, whatever the fuck. Otherwise that I'll be happy with that. But it's all about that happiness, that love, that you're with your parents, every day, every year, and that big ass nice steak or chicken or whatever it's on the table. Gotta eat Christmas. So that Boxing Day, when you have money, you're gonna go out there and buy the cheap shit. So it's a good day to Christmas week. But I hope you actually like part one of the video montage that I put there. Some funny shit that I had to put inside there. But let's get back to business. Now I'll be talking about the deep shit. Of course, in part one we'll talk about Lil Wayne and Cash Money, and now I'm gonna go all the way in the deep end and talk about some political shit, about some governmental shit. Okay, right here. Now, I'm 20 years old, but I read the news. I go on the news every time I wake up and just have an hour or 30 minutes of my time and just read up on what's happening. And I do go on TMZ because I feel the pain of these celebrities, man. At the end of the day, celebrities are human beings as well. They cry, they shit, they pee, they fuck, but they die. Okay, they're not immortal. They're just like me and you. It's just I have a bigger dick. I have a bigger dick. But anyway, let's go with the world that is happening today. This whole week, especially last week, it has been all about the Sony hackings, and about the movie called The Interview. Of course, everybody has read about this. This has went on for weeks now, and it's madness. Of course, there are people on one side, especially the celebrities, but I think there are people. But of course, the media won't actually take that shit. But there are guys on one side who actually say, oh hell nah. What Sony did was so selfish, was pussy, was them being bullied. But the other people are like, oh hell yes. What Sony was doing was correct. It was their responsibility to take it off to take the movie off. We didn't want to get nucleared. The shit off. We didn't want to have war with North Korea, because I actually think USA might actually lose against North Korea. To be honest, that's my opinion. But let us go back and talk about what has happened. There's a prequel, let me say about that. So basically, there was this movie that was created by Sony. I'm not sure about the deep production, but Sony's the guy who's gonna put who's the first people that were actually gonna put out the movie. The interviews are comedy, starring James Franco and Seth Rogen. Anybody who has watched Pineapple Express, they know who the fuck these guys are. Two best friends. They fucked each other. They did the Bound remake video. Who likes to see Seth Rogen naked these days? And of course, there are heavy pot smokers. So I stand up and salute to James Franco and Seth Rogen for that shit. Okay, but anyway, it's a comedy about them two as interviewers. They're actually just interviews for like a newspaper or TV station, whatever the fuck. And they are assigned by the CIA to infiltrate North Korea and assassinate Kim Jong Un. So of course this is now, oh, this is America, this a jab to North Korea. But as soon as word fell out to North Korea and Kim Jong Un, motherfuckers are like, hell nah. Of course, they didn't take the hard way of threatening USA, but the only way they could do it is by cyber attacking the motherfuckers. So of course, there was this hacking group called the group of peace, or the grind of peace, or whatever the fuck. They went on Sony, and of course they hacked into their network. I think this also dates back to when a few movies of Sony were actually leaked, and they were actually available in a DVD rip quality, so like good quality, but the movies were shit, so I didn't actually want to watch them. But yeah, basically, them North Korean hackers hacked onto Sony's network, and they basically threatened Sony to the extent of their interview being pulled out. Of course, during that hacking, there were a lot of emails that were leaked online from the higher hierarchy of Sony, from like the rights and shit like that, who were talking about, they were talking about Obama and Idris Elba to be the next James Bond, all that shit. This has gone to flames, man. And at the end of the day, Sony decided to pull the interview out of cinema, to not release it. And I just went on Facebook, and on the side there was news about interview. There was just gonna be a limited release on Christmas Day. So only a few cinemas, are actually going to show the interview. I hope there's someone out there that actually leaks the shit out of this motherfucking video. But hey, I'm not really interested, because all I can say is make Pineapple Express 2. Make a sequel to Pineapple Express 2. Okay? Pineapple Express 1, I mean, but make a fucking sequel. Pineapple Express is just one of them high rated comedy films of all time. James Franco, Seth Rogen, please don't be interviewing and assassinating a high dictator of one of the most evil countries in the world. And the thing is, I'm not even sure, because which side am I on? That's a good question. Which side am I on? I don't know. But the thing is, I'm not really interested in the movie, because the only way I can watch it is, of course, going on the internet and going on torrent sites and downloading the torrent for this shit. That's how much I don't care about the movie when it's out on cinema and I have to pay 20 quid for a ticket plus popcorn and shit like that. So which side am I on? I'm on the side where it was good for Sony to take down the movie from cinemas. But of course, now all that shit is out, because it's only gonna be limited. But at least it's not gonna be worldwide. Seth Rogen and James Franco were pissed. They were pissed off about this. But hey, who knows? Because if Sony didn't back down and were like, fuck it, We're gonna release this shit for the world to see. We're gonna get our money. Seth Rogen's gonna get his money. James Franco's gonna get his money. The director, the writers, and everyone involved in the film are gonna get the money. Especially us, Sony. We're gonna get our money. Fuck North Korea. If they had that kind of attitude, then North Korea might actually retaliate and they might actually invade the fucking country. Okay? I don't know if they were actually going to threaten to the act of violence where other people, like what is happening in the world now, there's been terrorist acts, activities, and people being held hostage in a cafe early on in the morning. Okay, like holy shit, what if that actually happens? What if a guy just came up there in a cinema, and shut up the motherfucking place? Okay, who still remembers that cinema shooting that happened a few years back? What if that shit actually happened? So that's all I can say is Sony did a good thing. And also they were also going to there was a cinema in Dallas, Texas that was actually going to show Team America World Police. Okay. After I read that, I just had to download Team America World Police again. I watched it last night. It's still a funny film, but they actually wanted to show it in the cinema, but Sony of course told them no. It's about Kim Jong Il. Okay, it's about their leader, the ex-leader who's dead. So don't show that shit. They of course pulled it out. But who knows? That's all I can say. Who knows if that was gonna happen? But at least it's still gonna be showing in the cinema for only limited release. So if you have enough money for a ticket and if you really want to watch the movie Americans, go watch it. It's gonna be available at Christmas time, so I know the tickets are gonna be in a way. The tickets are possibly gonna be cheap as fuck, but who knows? I ain't interested. I know the movie's gonna be leaked. I hope it's not a canned version. I hope it's just a BR whip version of the film. That's why I'm happy. So I might as well just check up how the movie is and rate the shit. The Sony hackings. What other shit? There was also another one about Sony hackings. They're also gonna leak something else. But yeah, this has just led to an outrage from celebrities and other people, but mostly celebrities, and they were just like what Sony did was they were, of course, they were a victim to bullying. There was one person that said this has possibly led to a cyber war, and they even labeled North Korea terrorists. These are terrorists that 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 invaded our internet system, our network system, and used that to their advantage to take down a movie. All I can say is at the end of the day, it's a movie. But because these are two countries that are part of a big of that are big. Okay, America is a big country, North Korea is a big country, and imagine if these motherfuckers go into war. Okay, here's North Korea who has nuclear warheads being paraded on the streets of North Korea with Kim Jong Un just watching on, enjoying the shit out of it. Okay, here's Barack Obama being in the White House talking there and shit. I don't even know if America actually has warheads, but I know that they have deep fucking weapons that haven't been on Earth since World War II. So just imagine if these two guys actually went to war. I understand there's a war going on in Iraq with the ISIS, but man, just imagine if North Korea actually came in this shit. And it also went to the extent the USA actually asked China to disable the network interface with North Korea because they actually share the same network. But after this can go into a much more deeper this can go to a much more deeper situation, especially for the internet. There were people there that I was reading the comments on, and there was a person there that actually said that this can actually change the whole internet. Like the internet can further be restrictive it can actually, a lot of websites can actually be blocked, or we can actually have to pay more for the internet. For example, like the Virgins, the Talks, the BT broadbands, we actually have to pay more, or possibly have to pay to access a website, to access Twitter, to access Facebook. Because you know Facebook and Twitter are so deep that the government can actually watch what the fuck you're reading, what the fuck you're writing, and any website you access on the internet is governmental. It's being watched by the government. Okay, all the laptops, all the tablets, all your smartphones, they have the chip inside which the government put inside. So whatever you fucking do on the device, the government can see it on their screens. They're in the Pentagon, in MI6, MI5, in the KGB. They can actually see what the fuck you're doing. So of course, we are living in a world where everything is being monitored. This goes back to the censorship that was very, very high back in America in the 1950s and 60s. Okay, a lot of shit on the TV was censored. You know, they all North Korea, a lot of their shit are censored. Okay, a lot of their shit is censored. A lot of their TV programs are censored to shit. There's only a few programs that can be shown. So that's the thing. Now it can actually go to the extent that a lot of this shit can actually be sensitive stuff. In America, there were a lot of programs that actually took jabs at North Korea, like Saturday Night Live. There was a video of Mike Myers portraying his iconic character Dr. Evil from the Austin Powers film, where Dr. Evil was like, oh, what these guys were doing were not that evil. So they took jabs at North Korea and shit. I don't know about Dennis Rodman, cause he's actually best friends with Kim Jong Un. I'm not sure what he said, but I'm not even sure. I think he's possibly on the side of it was good for Sony, but at the end of the day, a lot of shit politically is going to change, especially for the internet in the couple years of time. All I can say is the torrent sites that I use, ISO is blocked. Fuck Talk for doing that. Torrents.com is blocked. Fuck Talk for doing that. I understand there's Pirate Bay and shit, but I actually use torrents.com and ISO. But no worries, there are other ones that I still use, but still, fuck Talk for doing that shit. So that's my take on the Sony hackings. That is my deepness of my mind of how this shit can actually change the world forever. Okay? I'm still gonna go on porn, alright? I'm still gonna go on porn. Alright, it's 60 minutes. Alright, of course it's gonna be like 20-25 minutes, so I'm just gonna end it on a high. On Facebook, I went on this page. There was just something interesting on it, and also this is gaming news. So gaming news. Okay, considering gaming news, there was like this post that I actually clicked on, and it actually read Grand Theft Auto San Andreas 2. Everyone knows Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, in my opinion, the best Grand Theft Auto game ever made by Rockstar. Of course, there's Vice City. I haven't played Vice City. Open your mouth. Oh shit! What the fuck did you just say? Mines, mines. But it's the truth. I haven't played Vice City, so I played Vice City Stories. But that's for PSP, but I think it's also made for PS2. But Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the greatest Grand Theft Auto game ever made, and then of course after that is Grand Theft Auto 5. But from what I read there on the website there was an article that said that Rockstar was working on the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas 2, a sequel to the original game, which is set 19 years after the events of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Of course, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas stars CJ Carl Johnson, who came back to Los Santos after he was caught stealing in Liberty City, and he came back home, no money and shit. He went to Grove Street, where of course his older brother Sweet was head of the Grove Street gang, all green motherfucker, and all of that. They were just he just came back home where his mother got shot up by the Ballers, who were like the main villains, the main rivals of the Grove Street. And of course, he came back home to see the aftermath of that. Later on the game, you will expand to the universe of San Andreas, where locations are inspired by San Francisco and Las Vegas, San Venturas, and not Los Santos, Los Angeles. But anyway, I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure like the events of what happened after the game, because I know after the game, it's like you're back home and all that shit, and CJ's like, oh, let's go back and shoot up ballers. It's like, oh shit, and then it goes to credits. So I did my shit and I went deep in the internet, and they actually said that CJ possibly died. That CJ was actually rich in the casino world in Las Venturas or something like that. There were a lot of Easter eggs in especially GTA 4, where there was like a graffiti memorial with RIP CJ. There was a little text saying RIP CJ. I was like, bullshit, CJ ain't dead. But now with GTA 5 is of course based off Los Santos, and we actually be there at Grove Street and everything. There's the whole vibe between Grove Street and Ballers going on and shit, which is kind of cool. Which is like, man, this is awesome. I hope you actually see CJ. Of course, the street Grove Street is still there. Though of course, we don't actually play CJ, but there is a memory of them. There's actually an Easter egg in one of the missions where you play as Franklin. You actually go to Grove Street to deal some kind of drugs, and it all went wrong, and there was a big ass gunfight. When you actually drive there are a few guys on bikes that are riding out of Grove Street, which is actually an Easter egg to the first mission of GTA San Andreas, with you as CJ ride on bikes, BMX, with Sweet, Big Smoke, and Ryder, where you actually ride from the cemetery and you escape from the ballers to Grove Street. Well, so you actually see that was actually a cool Easter egg. Anyways, the only thing that actually fucked my whole mind is that Rockstar actually said that GTA 5's universe is different from San Andreas to the extent that the universe or the events of San Andreas did not actually happen. I recall that is bullshit. Why? Because I, as a fan of playing GTA San Andreas, I love that game to bits. I love how that game changed the whole gaming community, man. That shit changed everything. So I can say. But in my eyes, in my opinion, CJ is still alive. He's still in GTA 5. He was possibly in there. Okay, he's possibly in there and shit. So I don't actually understand why the creators actually had to mind fuck the shit out of me and be like, the universe does not exist. But that bullshit. But all I can say is, of course, it's Los Santos. It's strictly Los Angeles. It's just late. It's just the whole other scenery and environment. It's just mountains and forests and water in the countryside. There's no Las Vegas. There's no deserts. There's no San Francisco. So all of that shit is down the fucking water. But there is a countryside. There is rocks and mountains and forests, which you can actually see in San Andreas. There's the whole Hollywood sign up there, Vinewood. But still, all I can say is GTA 5 is it's just evolved, because it just evolved. Otherwise, you can just see like GTA 5 was just bulldozed the fuck over, and they just rebuilt it for GTA 5. Well, fuck Rockstar for doing that. But next year, especially for GTA 5 online gamers, is gonna be a big year for GTA 5, especially with the success of the next gen GTA 5 games. were GTA 5 for PS4 and Xbox One. Um, there will be heist. 2 years in the making. 2 years. Actually, not even 2. Well, it's close to 2 years. Next year is gonna be 2 years. A year, a year after the game was released, I was there at the midnight release. I had my Xbox 360, but it's done. GTA Heist for GTA Online will be out next year, but I think for all consoles. So that's been a long time coming. That's been a year in the making, especially because GTA for next gen is finally released. Rockstar finally put out the trailer, which was released like a few weeks ago. But man, I'm so hyped about this shit. I was playing on GTA Online rapidly, but of course my internet was shit. So I couldn't access the gold membership because every time I activated, every time I switched on my every time I switched on my Xbox 360, it always said, "Oh, we can't connect to the internet." Oh. So fuck that. So I just decided to like, oh, fuck this shit. I ain't going to do this. So I just decided to switch off my Xbox 360 and let it go. So I'm a level 26 on GTA. I know there are loads of people out there who's like level 200 and shit. Congrats to you. Okay, congrats to you and shit. But I can't wait to see how these other guys on YouTube, especially the GTA YouTube gaming community, actually does in the heist. There's a lot of good heists out there, especially there's a heist where you actually go on a boat. There's a heist where you actually go on a an army base ship where I think possibly have to steal an army jet, which that's gonna be awesome. Of course there are banks and shit in there, but man, it's gonna be nice how these guys actually pull it off as a team. And yeah, we got to see how big it is. So that's some good shit about GTA 5. Anyway, that's about it in my notes. So anyway, of course it's on Tuesday. Today is the 23rd of December. I like to say a very good, gracious, happy birthday to Miss Christina Fuentes. I know you don't actually listen to my podcast that much, but whenever you have the time, just skip over to about the end of the show because this is just a shout out to you only. Of course, you celebrate the birthday on the 23rd. I celebrate my birthday on the 23rd of November, of course. So that's kind of awesome. But the only difference is you're a year older than me. It's kind of awkward, especially when we were first talking to each other and shit. I like to give a shout out to Frashan, who be like, hey, it's awesome. I actually asked for his permission to actually add you as a friend on Facebook, and after that, it was an awesome friendship that we have. I'm the first and only African friend you will ever have. So it's an honor for me to be a friend of yours, especially from the African side. I understand I don't have the African jewels that the president Zuma won't actually offer a nigga, but I got African love. Of course, friend love. Holy shit, no homo. No homo indeed. But I hope you actually have a good 21st birthday, 21st birthday. Get turned up on the Tuesday. Got club going up on Tuesday. Got your girl in no shit Tuesday. Squad going up. Nobody packing cab down. My girl got the juice. My feet are gonna get lit. I got no motherfucking time to party on the weekend. I was in a no trip. I was in a no time. But motherfucker ass dick. I love to express that shit. But anyway, happy birthday to you, Christina. Of course, Christmas is gonna come up for you, so you possibly have the best Christmas week ever. Especially it's your birthday on the 23rd, Christmas on the 25th, Boxing Day on the 26th, and New Year's Day. So it's just awesome for you, and hope you actually have 100 more birthdays. You're gonna be alive when you hit 100. You're gonna be alive and well when you hit 100. Woo! Anyway, that's the end of the Moss podcast. I was thinking of actually doing a Christmas special, but that shit can wait until Boxing Day or Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, episode 14 is coming out there, so I hope you actually enjoy it. Yeah, I hope you actually enjoyed the show. Follow me on Twitter, Darth Vader Nemesis. Link in the description below. Follow me on Instagram. More pics are gonna be uploaded on Instagram whenever I feel like it. I might even post a picture of my dick on there. I did say that shit. But follow me on Instagram. Litago Dreams. Link in the description below. My Tumblr is down there. Darth Vader Nemesis. My Facebook is down there. Sex Man, Sex Toy. Fuck whoever changed my name on Facebook. I hope you're laughing now. You bald head, orange eyed, dick wrapped, Ebola fueled person who changed my fucking name to Sex Man Sex Toy. That is not sexy for my Facebook name. I was fine with Litago Mudiva. We just had to change it to Sex Man Sex Toy. But my Facebook is down there. So if you want to be friends with me, we can be friends. We can be friends. I ain't gonna suck your dick, but we can be friends. Anyway, it's LT the Don himself. We're talking with Diva, Teddy M, aka the Choo Choo Boy, aka if Snoop Dogg was a dog, he would be my pet. Tago Modiva. See you next episode. Bless.